When you think of childhood education, many people don't understand what it truly is. So, a lot of people could say, what is childhood education exactly? And why is early education so important to a child in the long run? So, if you're planning to have a child, or if you have a young child, you want to really understand where you want to send, or how send them to school, or what age you would like to send them to school. So knowing the advantages a child has by starting school in pre-K or earlier could be very beneficial in deciding these very crucial decisions for your child. You may ask yourself why you can't just teach your kid their colors, shapes, etc., but a child learns much more than just education through textbooks or other things when attending an early education program. I work at a Head Start here in Wichita Falls that I see the impact that early education has on 3-year-olds on a daily basis. We have school Monday through Friday, and seeing them from the beginning of the year to now, you can see all the changes that they have made, benefiting them in the long run, just by attending this Head Start program. Children attending an early education program can benefit from establishing personal self-esteem, creating social relationships, and learning coping mechanisms when put in an early education program. They, on top of learning their colors and math and language and creating all that stuff, establishing a positive self-esteem at an early age is very crucial for a child in the long run. Children need to be on a strict daily schedule because it helps them know what they're doing next, knowing that there's no surprises. They know that nap time is this time. They know that we do small groups here, we go outside here. This helps them with their self-esteem because they know what comes next and they know what to expect, and they're not scared, and they're trusting in their school setting. And this allows them to start knowing how a school setting works and not being thrown into it in kindergarten and not knowing anything and being the little kid that doesn't have any friends or how to socialize because they're just scared. They don't have any self-esteem because they haven't been put in a classroom before, so they don't know anything about school. Another reason how it helps their self-esteem is they are constantly told that mistakes are not bad and praised for their good goals that they reach, and this really helps them make their self-esteem and learn that they can make mistakes. Another way early education helps children is creating social relationships. Being put in a classroom setting early can help a child learn how to care about their friends and show interest in others. It can create strong friendships between them by the end of the year, and this is where seeing this in the classroom every day, friendships that have been made from the beginning of the year, and the beginning of the year they would barely talk to each other, and by now they're calling each other their best friend, playing with them all the time. Being in this early education system helps them make these relationships with children their age. And they can also learn how to understand others' emotions and show empathy towards people. This is a really crucial stage for cause and effect, so they know that what they do causes some kind of emotion out of another child or person. So learning that their actions can affect others is a really important thing in the early education system for them. They can also learn how to share, which is a really big deal because that can help when they get older, knowing that they can't say that's mine and not know how to share or let other people use their belongings and so forth. And then lastly, it can help with learning coping mechanisms. When you think of a little toddler or an infant, they don't know how to show their emotions. And going into school, if they've never been in the setting, they may still not know how to show their emotions. So going into a school setting helps them learn how to express their emotions through words instead of acting out or keeping all their anger inside. So teaching them how to show and communicate their feelings instead of acting on them is a big solution in early childhood education. So seeing all the benefits to early childhood education can help parents see and choose their path for their child and know that any child can benefit from an early education in some way, no matter if it's just learning their colors and shapes or learning the 3 points that I've talked about in the speech, which is establishing a self-esteem, creating social relationship, and coping mechanisms.